Jackets win 4-2 over the Minnesota Wild. The fourth line really came through in this game. They helped out a bunch. They chipped in. Riley Nash finally gets his first goal as a Jacket. Hannikainen did Hannikainen things, just pestered people all game. Was buzzing around, got a goal, good for him. We made a couple of defensive errors, but we compensated with it with our speed because Minnesota is a slow, old team, and we outworked them, outused our speed against them, made smart passes, and the few times where they got opportunities where we made a mistake and they knew how to capitalize on that mistake. So if we can fix that little thing, I don't see any problem with us. We just gotta figure out a way to beat veteran teams. And when we're in the playoffs, that's who we're going to be facing in the second and the third and the finals, is veteran teams that know how to win. Starting off first period, it's a feeling out process. It's the first time we played each other all year, and so we're just kind of getting a feel of things. About 7 minutes in the period, Minnesota dumps it into our zone, ball goes out behind the net, plays it, stops it, and just sends it around the boards. And I don't know why he sent it around the boards. He had a defenseman coming from behind him. He had help, but he just made a play up the wall. Eric Stahl gets it, sends it out front to Marcus Granlund, all alone by himself. Nobody challenges him. He shoots it, it beats Bob, and Minnesota leads 1-0. A few minutes later, fourth line's out there, doing great work. They're pressuring the Wild in the offensive zone, making them make mistakes, keeping them down there, wearing out the defense and the forwards, and that is what we need from them. Yeah, they may not score every single game, but if they just do that kind of stuff, and then when the third line comes overboard, or the second line, or the first line, and they comes out and relieves them, they have a higher chance of scoring. So while the fourth line wouldn't get an assist off that, it's a huge momentum boost to us. And it also helps out the defenders because we get the change, we get to feel rested, and just keeps us in the flow of things. Minnesota tries to clear it though. David Savard does a good job. He stops at the line, gets it to Riley Nash. Riley Nash has a defender on him, so he backs towards the net, does a little spin around and throws it towards the net because he knows he has support there because that's how the fourth line plays. Hits a Wild skate, hits Hannikainen's skate. Hannikainen kicks it to his stick, pits it past Dubnyk. Jackets tie the game up 1-1. Hannikainen's third goal of the year. That's just Hannikainen standing in the correct spot. He knows if he's going to score goals or be even remotely effective on this team, he has to stand there. No matter who's moving him out of the way, he's got to be the guy standing right there, getting that puck. And he does a good job at it, and we tie the game up. But for the rest of the period, not too much happens. Goalies make some saves. So we end the first period tied 1-1. So we go out for the second period. We have a carryover penalty from the first. There weren't too many penalties this game. Total of 3, 2 for the Wild, 1 for us. But there was 2 penalties in the first. That's where ours was. It was a very clean, even game. So we got to take advantage of the few opportunities we get. We're in the offensive zone, moving the puck around. There's about 30 seconds left. Puck goes down around the boards. Wennberg lets it go. PLD gets it on the half wall. He sends it back to Wennberg. And this is what I love about Wennberg. I think we should run the power play through Wennberg behind the net like this. Because everybody is looking at Wennberg, who has the puck, which is a good thing. You've got to take away the person who has the puck. But a lot of teams run the power play through the guy at the point. It's easy to defend because you know where the puck is going to go, towards the net. Whether it's a straight bomb from the net or a pass over, it's easy to slide in place. But if we run the power play through Wennberg behind the net, everybody's looking at Wennberg. The goalie doesn't know which side Wennberg's going to go to. Players can move behind the other players, and then they'll find spaces, kind of like Atkinson does here. Wennberg steps off to the side. As Atkinson comes down, Wennberg picks the puck up to Atkinson, who just blasted past Dubnyk. Jackets take a 2-0 lead. Atkinson's 16th goal of the year. We've done that power play before. I really like it through Wennberg. I know it's kind of an odd thing not to run a power play through Seth Jones or Zach Werenski, but to run it through Wennberg, who has great hockey sense and unbelievable passing, who can go Atkinson, Borkstrand, Panarin, PLD, Anderson, and then even maybe going up to the point to Jones Werenski. There are many options that he can do from behind the net. And you got people chasing and in weird positions and not used to power plays being run behind the net. If we run it from behind our net, our power play can be so much more effective. About 5 minutes in the period, Riley Nash enters the zone. He just throws a puck at Dubnyk just to get something on net so the fourth line can get the full change and set up an offensive zone. The puck comes to the point. Jones does a good job, keeps it in, sends it over to Werenski. Now everybody's cycled around a little bit. Rinsky realizes he doesn't have a clean shot. It's either going to be blocked or Dubnik's going to stop it. So what is he going to do? Throw it wide because he sees he has Riley Nash coming through the top. Just throws it wide. Nash chips it past Dubnik. Jackets lead 3-1. Riley Nash has his first goal as a Jacket. He's always been a slow starter in his career. He's said that many times. And hopefully, now that he's got his first goal, he's gotten a point earlier in this game as well. It's first multi-point game as a Jacket. He can continue to build off this and really stabilize that fourth line for us. And if that fourth line stabilized out with Riley Nash there, you got Hannikainen being Hannikainen, and they get about 10 to 12 minutes a night, we are golden. Just roll 4 lines. Any team you play, choose a line, defend it. Because there's another one coming over the boards. And that one's just equally as deadly. Little over halfway through the period. We're still in the Minnesota zone. Still applying pressure. They really don't have an answer for what we're doing to them. Just using speed after speed after speed. Defense are jumping into play. Forwards are doing a great job covering for them. Moving the puck in the offense zone. PLD has the puck in the wall. And somehow the Minnesota Wild lose Panarin. And he is a player that you don't want to lose. Because when he does, he receives the puck. Slowly brings it to his forehand. Doesn't move at all. All he does is this. Boom. And it beats Dubnik. Jackets lead 4-1. Panarin's 7th goal of the year. Panarin's one of those players where for the past 13 or so games, players really keyed on him because it's Panarin. You gotta watch him. And he could not buy a goal to save his life. And now he found a little quiet space. And now he has another goal. So no matter how many games Panarin's gone without a goal, if he finds space, he is going to eventually pit it past the goalie. About a minute later, the Wild are in our zone. They're moving the puck around behind the net where they're going to be super effective. We kind of lose man on man. Zach Parise picks up the puck. And while everybody's tangled up on the one side where he had picked up the puck, he goes all the way around, throws a backhand at net as Bob's sliding over. It bounces off of Bob and goes in the back of the net. The Wild have pulled it within 2. But Bob goes, all right, we're done with this kind of stuff. The defense steps up. We shut it down. The Wild shut it down. We end the second period, 4-2. Bob does the same. Dubnik does the same. 4-2 is the game. We really need to continue that kind of attack, play below the goal line, and we'll be just fine. So until next time we play the New York Islanders, click like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And until then, I will see you later.